version out, and as I said, was at a meeting in Kuala Lumpur putting together plans for the next version. That should be out 2009, later this year, or 2010. And we have exams and we have accredited training running against this version now, pretty much around the world. So the advanced program is fully launched, and in the steady state, what we expect is that we'll see about at least 20% of people move from foundation on to one or more of the advanced, and we're hopeful that it would be more along the lines of, say, 50%. Okay, there is also an expert certification, which is starting to roll out. Now, this is for the kind of guru level person, talking about 8 or more years of experience at this point. Our goals are, we want consistent understanding and execution of proven cutting-edge techniques by seasoned test professionals. That this should be, let's make sure that the people who are the real thought leaders in the field understand the really good ideas and are able to put them into practice. We want to lead the software testing profession, and the foundation and advanced are more really collecting known best practices and putting them out there. But at the expert level, there's really more of bringing obscure gems of good ideas out into the open, and in some cases leveraging the kind of skills that we have in the ISTQB collectively to synthesize new good ideas and put them out there. Now, the expert program is a work in progress and will continue to be for many years. We're going to have things like test process improvement, test automation, security testing, test management, a wide variety. Anything you can think of being an expert in, we're going to get to it. Now, right now we're focusing on ones that are sort of more general, that span many domains, but eventually we might even have financial test experts, embedded systems test experts, things that really look at how people apply specific ideas to specific domains, and maybe even specific technologies too, object-oriented testing experts. So there's really a lot of scope for growth here. And there will be training courses available for the expert. They will likely be different than the other courses, because it will tend to include more of a hands-on and sort of iterative approach to the training. And the idea that you're going to sit down and get it in one shot of 5 days or 6 days or something is not realistic. It's something more likely to be spread out and over time, and we would expect that the examination process will be a little different too, more like a dissertation than anything else. So at this point, the Expert Test Manager syllabus, which I am helping to write, I'm on the chair of that subgroup within the expert working group. We have the Expert Test Management syllabus probably about 70% of the way done. And improving the test process syllabus is actually done and out for beta. Okay, so how to visualize this? Basically, the model that I've kind of always wanted to have here mentally, and I've never gotten around to drawing this picture, is one of a tree. So we've got a root, a base of the tree that is the foundation, and that's the largest. We would expect that would always be the most significant number of people holding that. Of course, it's also, the foundation is a prerequisite to any of the other subsequent levels of certification, so you would need to have that to advance on. Now, excuse me, we have advanced technical test analyst, advanced test analyst, which is really the advanced functional tester. So this is the advanced test analyst here. I've labeled it advanced functional to differentiate it from the technical test analyst, which is over here. And these two are really very close. Then we have the advanced test manager, which this guy here, which is very different than those two because it is focused very much on management. And then and we would expect that those would be maybe approximately equal, though at this point we're seeing a really disproportionate pickup in the test manager as the primary one, and kind of lesser pickup here for this guy, and very little for that one so far, but we expect to get there. The expert levels, there will be more than 4 of them. Those will always be, I think, fairly niche offerings in a sense. Okay, well, how is the program doing? Well, the program is doing very well, thank you. If you look at total certification and its growth, again, I took over in March of 2005, and we at that point had somewhere around 20,000 certificate holders, probably 20 to 25 maybe. And over the 4 years that I was president up until just back in April, or March or April of this year, we expanded fourfold to over 110,000. As you can see, we've got 110,000 here. So the program has succeeded remarkably well. It's undergoing a continuous growth, and while it looks linear, the interesting thing here is that what you are actually seeing is a composite of exponential growth curves across the now 45 or more national boards. There's sort of an overlaying thing that tends to happen is the first few years the board starts off, it's kind of a slow number of exams, and it's getting itself established, getting the message out there. But after the board has been in existence for, say, 3 to 5 years, the exact launch period it varies, but after the board's been in existence for 3 to 5 years, the program really takes off. So, it took all the way up until June, I think it was, May or June of 2007, for the American Software Testing Board to go from 0 certificates issued when it was founded in 2003 or 2004 up to 1,000. Right, so there's like a 4-year period to get to 1,000 certificates. But then in the basically 2 years since, we've gotten to 6,000. So it's a factor of 6 growth. So that's clearly exponential growth is happening here in the United States, and that tends to be typical of the boards as they get into that mature phase. They really take off, and so I expect that we'll see a lot more growth in the ISTQB program here in the United States and indeed around the world. And I'm looking at this certification and assuming the growth, and assuming that we're going to be hitting 500,000 total certificates issued probably in the next say 4 years. Okay, so what is the value of the certification? And the numbers are good. It's clearly there's a lot of people voting with their feet, voting with their time to get certified. Why are they doing this? Well, the individual tester demonstrates mastery of best practices and the key concepts in the field, and it of course advances their career and their opportunities in what is becoming an increasingly competitive market, even when times